the Ghana National Anthem. This will be sung by Angela Benin of the class of 2025.
God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true humility and make us cherish fearless honesty and help us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore.
Thank you, Angela. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eid Mubarak. I welcome all of you to Ashesi University 21st Commencement Ceremony here at Ashesi on the hills of Brekusu. Congratulations to all the graduating students, and special appreciation goes to parents and families of the class of 2025 for trusting Ashesi University with your words. On that note, I invite Professor Angela Owusu-Ansah, the Provost of Ashesi, to give us the opening reading.
Thank you. My reading is from 3 excerpts: Jeremiah 29, Romans 8, and Psalm 121. Arranged so it reads like my prayer for you. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. But hope that is seen is no hope at all. Who hopes for what they already have? And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. If God is for us, who can be against us? He says, you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, where my help comes from. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. No, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over you and over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Excerpts from Jeremiah 29, Romans 8, and Psalm 121.
Thank you, Professor Angela Uswansa, for that reading. I have the honor to invite onto the stage the undergraduate class speaker for the class of 2025, Mami Janwa Ochri Dua.
As I stand before you all, I would like to let you all know that as of today, the Ashesi class of 2025 is officially active. Why? And anyone who doubted us, or even if we doubted ourselves, needs to rethink. Nana Otin Kranchi II, Nana Num, board members present, President of Ashesi, Dr. Patrick Ewa, distinguished guest speaker, Madam Rita Roy, all Ashesi staff and faculty, parents, guardians, present and online, fellow students, or if I should say, fellow grad ones, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to address you all today. My name is Mame Janwa Ochridua. It is interesting to note that we were part of the top 20% of applicants to be selected into this prestigious university 4 years ago. Yet there were so many days we questioned or even doubted ourselves because our grades were not a reflection of who we knew ourselves to be. There were times we felt like quitting and questioned what truly mattered. There were also times we had to deal with holding back our tears because we were falling apart with all the workload. Yet today, we receive certificates for having stood firm. I believe we all deserve some accolades because today marks the triumph through the struggles. From the very first day we stepped foot on this soil and were told to drink from the waters of Ashesi, which many of you till date do not know was tap water, I knew we were in for a ride. The unfortunate start of our journey was having to come on campus and cope with the new normal due to COVID-19. Managing life with uncomfortable nose masks, constant reminders of sanitizing and social distancing as we bid farewell to our guardians and parents was tough. But this was just the unfolding of our journey to come. Now, how many of you recall FDE, Foundations of Distress and Exhaustion, as someone once wrote on a board? FDE 1 mid-semester exam. So many freshmen coming out of Notimatoski looking dejected because what on earth were those questions? I remember many of us having conversations and asking ourselves, are we in the right school? 2025 looked like it was decades away, but so soon this journey has come to its end. Many times the phrases "Ego be Chale" and "I am surviving" were a means of sharing common suffering. This is not to say we have not had some good times, like free food and midnight snacks, senior day, crazy day with horses, goats, Spidey with no home training, the gym bros and babes, classes getting cancelled unexpectedly, birthday parties, football on Saturday with elites, Casanoma, Red Army, Highlanders, and some leagues by ABA, AVA, and others. In addition to this, staying up long nights was motivated by how bad do you want it? Listening to "My name is Anthony Essel Anderson" never got old. Even when we watched the finance videos at times 2 speed, we still couldn't finish before class. Courses that traumatize, like embedded systems and OOP, will never be missed. For many others and myself, after taking Intro to Computing, we were more than certain that it was not our forte. How can a comma keep me up all night? Because I missed it. All these were encompassed with the accelerated semester, which left many of us disheartened because of losing the opportunity to take up internships or our own summer plans. For me, it was driving. For others, it was a vacation or vacation lost. This period was a true test for our parents and guardians, and we are so glad they sailed through. Oh, give our parents a hand. Our tears, our fears, our stresses, and discouraged faces throughout the days, weeks, months, and might I add, 4 good years, has been a classic case of what I ordered versus what I got. These have not been without some good laughs and joyous moments. The debate about which course is the hardest will never fade. See the engineers falling over the years. Engineering, no, calling. If they don't call you, don't go. The people left are the last men standing. However, we have metamorphosized like rocks, having stood the test of time from the pressures and stresses of academic and social life. We stepped on these grounds as boys and girls. Now we are leaving as men and women, going into the world beyond this so-called bubble. Like seedlings, we have been planted, watered, and pruned by the numerous farmers Ashesi gave us, from faculty to non-teaching staff. As we moved from freshmen to higher years, we can state that it has truly been a journey. Much like the corporate world, which many of us desire to go into, there will always be consequences for certain actions. Sometimes a little mistake can cost us major wins and happiness. Other times, temporary satisfaction can cause us long suffering. I know for sure that our parents can attest to this fact. You may not realize, but Ashesi is the one place that encourages you to take the chance, possibly make the mistake, go back to the drawing board and come out better. Amidst all this pressure, this hill has been transformative. From Artist Delight to Mina Minx, BDS Logistics, M&C Bar, Mystery Foods, Stack and Rolls, Wigs Lair, Max Line Watches, Joe Coco, Nail Aura, My Baby, and more. We have not only embodied entrepreneurial spirits, but resilience. This community has birthed many beautiful relationships by the numerous friend groups in and outside the classroom. It has allowed us the opportunity to engage with so many people from various backgrounds and walks of life, which we can never take for granted. Stepping onto these grounds, not so sure of what exactly the Ashesi culture was, our year group was caught up in the midst of discovery, wondering what exactly Ashesi culture meant. Whether it was saying hi to everyone you met as you passed by each day, calling faculty and staff by their first names, or being able to walk into the dean's office to have the most random conversations. Much like culture, this university makes emphasis on community, and that is the basis of our culture, togetherness. Much like Ubuntu, I am because of who we are. This is the Ashesi culture. Even beyond these walls, as we gear up to join the alumni network, much like Liverpool, Ashesi alumni relations will never leave you to walk alone. Ashesi's mission is to raise ethical entrepreneurial leaders. However, it feels like sometimes they are raising soldiers for battle, probably foreshadowing the recent events or developments surrounding the military training for national service. These 4 years have been far from perfect. There have been many opportunities gained, some failures experienced, from heated arguments in groups, dealing with roommate issues, broken bonds, frustrations from capstone projects, and Kamu becoming our worst nightmare for course selection and grade releases during our breaks. So now I ask, how many of you have calculated how you will pass a course because the quizzes and midterm exams were threatening your GPA? Hey, none of you. How many of you recall taking so many photos of the calculations during the math and quant classes and never going back to view them? How many of you have ever received an email from the provost office for missing class, even if it was just once or twice? How many of you have never had a late submission? How many of you have been to Fab Lab or the field to pray, reflect, or just to clear your mind? And finally, how many of you are still confused about what to do after school? Yeah. Ashesi has taught us about not having everything figured out. It seems scary at times, but sincerely, there is beauty in uncertainty when you are being guided by the right people. As time unfolds, we grow wiser and tougher. This is why every class starts with an objective and ends with lessons learned. Our lectures not only taught us, but they soon became mentors. They are constant reminders of life after school being far worse. Sometimes makes us wonder whether we should stay here longer. However, we can never turn back. It won't make sense. We've already come too far. Most of the times, we are so fixated on the negatives that we are not even willing to try. However, as Neil Strauss once said, great things never came from comfort zones. Indeed, these walls have pushed us and brought out the best in us. As I wrap up this speech, I want to conclude by saying, thank you to our guardians and parents for being there every single step of the way. Your sacrifice and endurance, even as the school fees doubled and tripled, is much appreciated. To our founder and president, Dr. Patrick Ewa, we are most grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this community and its values. And to faculty, we only now realize that we never needed to be spoon-fed, because you taught us how to fend for ourselves by our reasoning through your guidance. A special thank you to my parents for being my support system and motivation, to God for never letting me down, and to all the amazing friends and well-wishers I've met along the way. Now to my fellow grad ones, I want you to take a look around you. Oh, take a look. Because these are faces you might never see again. Maybe because our paths will differ after school. But as we say goodbye to this chapter with hopes of embracing the next, just as the name Ashesi means beginning, may this be the beginning of greater opportunities to come. Trust me, if you've gone through Ashesi, there is nothing you cannot withstand. One thing I know for sure is that the greater the risk, the higher the return. So do not give up on taking the opportunity that scares you. Do not give up on that dream and never lose hope. As my lecturer Alex once said, when we lose hope, we lose everything. Fear is false evidence appearing real. So whenever you are in doubt, remember this: you are the light of the world. No matter how you perceive things, an Ashesian must shine like a city on a hill. Thank you.
Thank you, Mami. Thank you so much. Please, let's give it up for her again. It's now the turn of the graduate class speaker. He is in the person of Timothy Asare. Let's welcome him.
The number of chromosomes each parent contributes during fertilization is 23. As a class that has had 2 parent institutions, Ashesi University and ETH Zurich, it is an honor to have inherited our social and academic DNA from both institutions. I stand on all existing protocol, and I say good morning to you all once again. I am proud to stand before you today as a member of Ashesi's pioneer class of graduate students, the graduate class of 2024. It is timely that the 23 of us in this pioneering class are here 20 years after Ashesi's pioneering undergraduates, the class of 2005, also took to this stage. Permit me to say things were a little bit different. Ashesi operated out of 2 small rented buildings in Accra. The entire audience for that ceremony was about 2/3 of the graduating classes today. And in many ways, the class of 2005 was stepping into a world which had much more uncertainty about whether the Ashesi education would actually translate into the world of work that it had promised. But on January 12, 2022, when Dr. Elegba, Dr. Mertens, and Max Grau welcomed us to our hostel, we had arrived at a university that has seen the impact of Ashesi's class of 2005 and the 17 classes that had followed them. We were pioneers, but in many ways, we were also beneficiaries. The mechatronic engineering program we had been accepted into had the benefit of an incredible Ghanaian university in Ashesi University and over a century of engineering teaching experience from Switzerland's ETH Zurich. We had the benefit of scholarships, career connections, and support from strong organizations. We had access to labs and resources that the class of 2005 could have only dreamed of. So we arrived as pioneers, but with far more opportunity than our predecessors. And so to my fellow graduates and colleague undergraduates, we get to dream bigger. How will our work, our lives, and our experiences benefit the students who walk into Ashesi 17 classes from now? Our time as Ashesi has given us a glimpse of how we could grow professionally and personally while growing in service to others. From helping admissions with recruitment drives to helping new graduate students settle in, this class has continuously shown an immense sense of community. Essie and Mickey turned their rooms into an extension of the classroom, staying up long hours to teach whoever walked through their door. From our Friday nights at Dufie eating kinky together, because as Ernest will say, person where they are alive, na they chop. We learned and embraced our differences and found joy in learning from each other. That balance kept us going, even when in Asante's words, you don't get it. We got to be inspired by incredible faculty. We crossed bridges we thought were impossible. We learned the importance of teamwork, but most importantly, we learned to embrace the uniqueness of our differences. In a world filled with many voices, we learned to do signal processing on computers, but also in our minds, to identify what voices matter and which ones do not. In our time at Ashesi, many seeds have been sown in us, and each has the potential to grow into a great tree whose seeds will grow into greater trees. Every day, by our actions and our decisions, we choose to nurture or stunt the growth of these trees. In 17 or 20 years, when taking stock, will we have inspired growth and development? Would our actions have lifted people above the poverty line, improved education access, or helped industrialize this continent we call home? It is important to demonstrate to the world what ethical work, leadership, and followership looks like through our everyday routine. As we leave campus today, I entreat all of us to ask ourselves what the Ashesi pillars mean to us and what success will mean for us in the years to come. To our families, partners, friends, and mentors who have journeyed patiently with us during this program, we cannot thank you enough. Our presence here today is as much for you as it is for us. Prof. Angela, you have been many things to us, and we cannot thank you enough. You have been an inspiration, a mother, a friend, and an employer. To Dean Abdul and the team at Student Affairs Office, thank you for the advice and support in ensuring social and academic balance. Prof. Amankwa, maybe one day we will understand how you juggle all the things you do and keep this program running the way you do. Thank you so much. To the broader Ashesi community, our faculty at Ashesi and ETA Zurich, thank you for the knowledge you have imparted, the coordination, and for always being there for us. To Mariette, Edo, Isabel, Antoinette, and all the team at ETH and Ashesi University who work behind the scenes to ensure that this program runs successfully. We recognize and deeply appreciate your dedication to making this program a success. Thank you. And now to the 23. Remember, 23 is a prime number, so nothing can divide us except ourselves. We could all learn a lesson or two from Bernard and Oluwamurewa about friendship and brotherhood, and learn to make the most of every moment like Paulo, or be quiet leaders like Joan, Abigail, or Evans. Let us continue to be true to ourselves while we keep memories of Solomon's laughter, Papa T and Dr. Ahmed's anecdotes, and life on a campus that became home. Let us keep the flame of leadership, scholarship, and citizenship burning. Let us go forth and be the change we want to see in the world. And knowing all of us, there is no limit to where we can get to. So whether you are doing computational neuroscience, Asante, I see you. Manufacturing pound paste, cementing your place at Wholesome, leading projects or doing research, always remember that whether you think you can or cannot, you are right. If you need any inspiration, look no further than this stage at the work Madam Rita Roy and her team at the MasterCard Foundation have done in promoting equitable tertiary education across the world. Look at the work of our very own Dr. Patrick Ewua is doing with a team that has come a long way from humble beginnings. Look at Ashesi's class of 2005 and all who have come after them. We are also entreated to move from this Ashesi and also be the Ashesi of many great things. Our hope that someday the cohorts and classes after us will look to us and also believe that they can also do amazing things. Ashesi has given us everything we need and more to make any dream come true. And now, in the spirit of Ashesi, let us end by quoting Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Are you in earnest? Seize this very minute. What you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Only engage, then the mind grows heated. Begin it, and the work will be complete. Asante, danke, merci, nagode, medamasi. May God bless us all.
Thank you, Timothy, for that inspiring speech. It is indeed my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Patrick Ewua, the founder and president of Ashesi University. Patrick, your speech.
Thank you. Your Excellencies, Honorable Member of Parliament for Ikuapem South, Laurentia Jiwanu, distinguished guest speaker Rita Roy, members of the Board of Directors, representative of Adefo Otenkranchi II, Nananum, distinguished guests, parents, family and friends, my colleagues here at Ashesi University, and dear class of 2025, welcome to the 21st Commencement Ceremony of Ashesi University. Class of 2025, congratulations on achieving this important milestone in your life's journey. Let us also take a moment to thank all those whose contributions have helped bring you to this day. Your families who supported you along the way, the faculty who guided your learning here, the administrators and support staff who made this a nurturing campus for you, our donors and friends whose generosity helped build this institution and funded the education of so many who otherwise could not have afforded to be here. Class of 2025, I would like to take you this morning back to your beginning here. The first week that you arrived here, and Mami Janwa mentioned about returning from COVID and the discomfort of wearing masks and social distancing and all of that. For us at Ashesi University, it was a return to campus. We had done virtual matriculations for classes that came before you, the 2 classes that came before you. And it was really wonderful to have you here in person, even if we were wearing masks. Do you remember my message to you on your matriculation day? Raise of hands, do you remember my speech? Okay. Oh, wow, there's one hand up. That's impressive. My guess is most of you probably don't remember much of what I said, but that you remember being here in the Archer Cornfield Courtyard and being welcome to this community. And even though you might not exactly remember my charge to you, no doubt, over the course of your study here, you have experienced some of what I talked about. So let me remind you. I shared the words of a Chinese philosopher, Lao Tzu, and I quote, "A leader is best when people barely knows he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, 'We did it ourselves,'" unquote. Remember? Okay, maybe. So I shared Lao Tzu's words to make the point that here at Ashesi, we believe in collective ownership. And I urged you to be part of the leadership of this institution. I wanted you to conduct yourselves in such a manner that you would later look at your contributions here and say, "We did it ourselves." I also invited each of you to give some thought to what you might do to add to Ashesi's excellence during your time here. Not just for the sake of your alma mater, but as a powerful way to determine some purpose to guide your university journey. Well, here we are at the completion of your education here. We're all proud of your accomplishments, and I hope that as you reflect on your years here, you too feel a great sense of satisfaction about the many facets of your journey thus far. I invite you to take a moment to reflect on your accomplishments and to allow yourself that sense of satisfaction that you did it yourselves. Today marks the end of one chapter of your journey and the beginning of the rest of your lives. Just as on matriculation day, this next chapter too would benefit from finding a purpose to guide you. This is what I want to join you in a conversation about today. Purpose. One's intent matters. And it matters in big and small things. Let me illustrate with a scenario that we've all become familiar with: the use of generative artificial intelligence, AI, in the learning process. Students who use AI with the intent to learn use it differently from those who use it with intent simply to get an agent to do their work for them. The first group might use AI as a coach that helps them grasp difficult concepts, whereas the second group offloads thinking and analysis to AI, thereby learning little. Purpose, in this example, makes a profound difference in learning outcomes. So too it does in life. Did you notice on matriculation day that when I asked you to think about your purpose, I talked about how you might add to the Ashesi community? Did you notice that I did not only ask you to think about a purpose for yourself, but how your purpose might affect the community you had just joined? Did you? Well, my words to you that day were subtle, but important. By suggesting that you consider the Ashesi community, I was asking you to look beyond yourselves. On the one hand, I asked you to look beyond yourselves. On the other hand, I asked you to look within the Ashesi community. I limited the scope to the Ashesi community as opposed to the whole world, for example. I was setting a boundary for your exploration. I wanted you to start with a manageable scope, but I also trusted that because Ashesi University looks beyond itself, we would help you raise your sight over time. You see, your purpose will change over time, and that is how it should be. That is how it works for most people, and it is certainly how it was for me. When I was graduating from college, I had a very simple goal: do well in the job that I just secured and support my family back home in Ghana. Succeeding in my career required continuous learning and hard work. Contributing financially to my family provided a sense of urgency, but also a sense of satisfaction. Over time, I looked beyond myself, beyond my family, and sought to look for a bigger impact in Africa. I ultimately decided to establish a university in Ghana that would educate a new generation of African leaders. And I enrolled in graduate school to prepare myself for the task at hand. My new purpose enriched my MBA education at UC Berkeley because it brought all that I was learning to life for me. I found myself constantly asking how lessons I learned in each class might apply to the university I planned to build. And I developed a business plan for Ashesi University with the help of some of my classmates at Berkeley. In the same way, I encourage you to see the coming years as an opportunity for growth. Growth in ambition, virtue, and wisdom. How might you become a leader who inspires people so deeply to commit themselves to your vision that when it is done, they will say, "We did it ourselves"? The answer to this question lies in the size of the purpose you eventually set for yourself. Throughout human history, the leaders who have made transformative change in their organizations, in their countries, and in the world are those who have been able to formulate a purpose beyond themselves, those whose ambitions embrace the well-being of others, and who empower others and inspire them to collective effort and patriotism. They are the ones who change the world. I hope you will grow to become leaders such as these. Congratulations, class of 2025, and Godspeed in the next chapter of your lives. It is now my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce our guest speaker for this morning. This is a woman I have great admiration for and very deep respect for. And beyond just introducing her to you, I am very honored to announce that this morning we will be giving Rita Roy the highest award of Ashesi University, the Ashesi Medal. Rita Roy, CEO of the MasterCard Foundation, is a visionary leader whose life's work has been dedicated to creating opportunities for the world's most vulnerable populations. Born in Malaysia to a multicultural family and a beneficiary of scholarships that helped her complete her education, Rita's early life experiences instilled in her a profound appreciation for listening to diverse perspectives and the transformative power of education opportunity. She has translated those experiences into a career defined by meaningful, enduring impact. Since 2008, under Rita's leadership, the MasterCard Foundation has grown into one of the largest private foundations globally. The foundation's mission to advance education and financial inclusion, particularly across Africa and among indigenous communities in Canada, has positively transformed millions of lives. Early in her tenure, Rita made the bold decision to champion and focus the foundation's programming in Africa. She immersed herself in learning directly from African entrepreneurs, educators, and communities. Her hands-on, collaboration-driven approach forged numerous transformative partnerships, significantly enhancing the landscape of higher education and talent development across the continent. The MasterCard Foundation's work with universities and organizations, including Ashesi University, now serves as a guide for others in philanthropy. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Rita's commitment to Africa was further exemplified through the Foundation's decisive and impactful response. Recognizing the urgent need for equitable vaccine access, she led the creation of the MasterCard Foundation's $1.5 billion partnership with the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the groundbreaking Savings Lives and Livelihoods initiative. And throughout the duration of the global pandemic, Rita Roy chose to remain physically present in Africa instead of returning home to North America. an act of profound solidarity with the people of Africa. Today, the MasterCard Foundation's programs have equipped over 55 million young people with essential work-enabling skills, supported nearly 19 million entrepreneurs, and enabled nearly 15 million young people to secure employment. The Saving Lives and Livelihoods Initiative trained, equipped, and deployed 40,000 health workers, significantly increasing adult vaccination rates across the continent from 3% to 53%, while creating foundational healthcare infrastructure and networks. Rita's contributions in the world have been honored by 11 honorary doctorates from universities around the globe, and in 2025, she was nominated to the Time 100 Philanthropy list. In awarding her the inaugural Ashesi Medal, we honor Rita Roy's extraordinary contributions to education, public health, and economic empowerment. We celebrate a leader whose life and work exemplify ethical action, courageous leadership, and a profound belief in Africa's potential. By the power vested in me by the Board of Directors of Ashesi University, it is my singular honor to award Rita the Ashesi Medal. Rita, thank you for all that you do. Yao, can you join me? So I will put the gold medal around Rita's neck, and then Yao will give her a copy of the citation. So we'll just go to the front.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, the Honourable Member of Parliament, members of the Board of Ashesi University, Patrick Ewa, founder, president of the university, faculty and staff, moms and dads, families, friends, and class of 2025. Woo. Good morning. Good morning. Graduates, you are a remarkable group of young people from 20 countries, from different backgrounds, different cultures, from refugee camps to big cities. You formed a single, exceptional community right here at Ashesi. Each of you traveled on a unique path to get here, but today, all of you leave with a shared distinction. You are now graduates, the class of 2025 of Ashesi University. So congratulations. You know, when I started to think about what wisdom to offer, my thoughts came to the very word beginning. Because as I expressed before, Ashesi means beginning. And in giving this university its name, Patrick Ewa, who I'm privileged to call my friend, took inspiration from a verse which Timothy a moment ago quoted, but I think it stands mentioning again. And it is a quote from the German poet Goethe. If there is anything you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. And so it is so fitting that this inspiration launched a university like this, a university that's synonymous with creative disruption and audacious imagination. Class of 2025, today is a new beginning in each of your lives. The question before each of you is, what will you make of your life? And there are no simple answers. So instead, I'd like to offer 3 pieces of hard-won advice about how to begin, which has also guided my journey. First, begin boldly. Second, begin together. And finally, begin again. So let me reflect on each one. Now, of course, while today is a new beginning for each of you, a new beginning in your lives, you graduate into the middle of the story for everyone else. Yours is a moment full of possibility, but also of exceptional uncertainty. The world you graduate into can feel upside down and on fire all at the same time. And in moments such as these, some people freeze. Some people wait for clarity before acting, or search for safety in thinking small. But that's not Ashesi, and that's not you. And this isn't a place that prepares or trains the status quo. It's a place that equips builders, creators, and visionaries. So for each of you, begin boldly. And remember, you've already started to do this. You've won prizes for environmental, technological, social innovation from Paris to Kigali. You've launched a ride-hailing app to help rural rickshaw drivers. You've genetically engineered bacteria to devour plastic pollution at sea. And your ranks include the first ever graduate class in mechatronic engineering, combining mechanical, electrical, and computer engineering, and Ashesi's largest ever cohort of female engineers. So yes, it's something to celebrate. So we need and we welcome your disruptive new beginnings that you have to offer. Don't wait. Don't wait for perfect conditions to begin. The very act of beginning takes on a life of its own. So put your ideas into motion and others will join you. You'll find often that clarity comes after you begin. And sometimes the plan only becomes clearer in hindsight. So 2 decades ago, or nearly 2 decades ago, when I arrived at the MasterCard Foundation, it was a startup. There was no roadmap. There was no institutional memory to draw on. We just had to build even as we began. And as Patrick mentioned a moment ago in the beautiful citation, thank you. As he mentioned a moment ago, we made some decisions, and one of the most significant pivotal decisions that would be that we would focus our effort, our time, our love, our energy across many countries in Africa, because we saw a young, dynamic, aspiring continent overflowing with opportunity and creativity. And after our first decade, we built upon that next decade, and we set for ourselves a bold, ambitious goal to enable 30 million young people to access dignified and fulfilling work. Now, none of that was preordained. In the early years, there were so many gaps. And yet, in each of those gaps, we found an invitation to listen, to learn, and to imagine what's possible. So, class, my advice to you is to embrace uncertainty as you begin your own journey. That ability to embrace uncertainty is like a passport. It's a passport to go where others dare not. And if you begin boldly and embrace uncertainty, I guarantee you the path will take form, it will take shape in front of you. It will come into focus. And that clarity is deeply, deeply satisfying. But the most meaningful of beginnings are the ones you share. And it is so remarkable how one person's beginning can create possibilities for others. Right here at Ashesi, Gabriel Domoningana dreamed up a social venture called Eco Rabbit Revolution. And it is providing employment and modern farm skills to young people in rural communities. Primrose Katena, the daughter of shop owners, fell in love with technology, and she's carrying on the family tradition by founding an online marketplace to resell wholesale goods. And her company is enabling salespeople to earn a living and enabling small businesses to compete and thrive. I am very proud that Gabriel and Primrose are MasterCard Foundation scholars. I am even prouder that there are thousands like them, like you, like each of you, who, when given the opportunity, uplift others. You mentor other young people, you support your siblings, perhaps even entire villages. You've started businesses, you're giving back to community. And every single action is a ripple of opportunity that radiates forwards. So whatever your journey may be, bring others with you. And you'll be fulfilled, more fulfilled, when you measure success, not just in the possibilities you've created for yourself, but in those you've created for others. Now, you won't fully be able or truly be able to begin together unless you know and you understand who you're traveling alongside. And the best way to do that is to listen. When I began at the foundation, I began by listening to farmers right here in Ghana, to entrepreneurs in Kenya, to refugees in Uganda, to university leaders like Patrick, to governments. But most of all, I listened. I listened to young people and what they had to say. And that listening has made all the difference in beginning together and going forward together. Because listening just doesn't lead to better decisions. That's just not the only thing it does. It really helps you see the person that's right in front of you. It helps you know who they are, who you're working with, and who you're working for, and to earn their trust. So many people focus on the proximity to power. Too few focus on the power of proximity to people, to problems, and therefore to solutions. So let that be your power. In a world where so many people shout past each other, you can be the leader who listens, because that too will set you apart. Now, after you've begun boldly and you've begun together, there will come a time when your own beginnings start to feel distant, when you're well into your career, when people look at you like you're the expert, you're the leader, when things start to feel really, really settled. And in those moments, I hope you remember that the most remarkable people, the most courageous leaders are the ones who keep beginning. They keep learning, they keep questioning, they keep starting anew, and they hold on to that spirit of curiosity, that spirit of wonder that has brought them here. So as you advance in your careers, you will gain knowledge, you'll gain skills, and you'll build experience. But do not be limited by only what you know. Don't let your expertise crowd out your imagination, your curiosity, your open mind, your capacity to imagine the world anew. Don't be afraid to begin anew, to begin again. And it's that spirit that led me to a very unorthodox decision in our field of philanthropy. You know, early on when we started our work, we worked with a lot of international organizations. But as we moved along, we saw that the most enduring, most interesting, most innovative work was working with organizations from the countries where we were, from the communities where we were. They had local knowledge, they had trust, and so we began to work with them. And when we began this bold new strategy, this ambitious goal, our values and our vision told us that we needed to be closer to the problems, closer to people, closer to solutions, that we needed to embrace the power of proximity. So we opened up offices across Africa in 7 countries. The majority of our staff, our leaders, are based here in Africa, and I moved to Rwanda, as Patrick mentioned, during COVID. At the time, I heard from a lot of leaders, a lot of experts who said, this just isn't done. This just isn't how it's going to work. But I knew, but that is where our values and our vision were leading us. And it's paid off in terms of impact, some of which you heard Patrick cite. You know, more than 16.5 million young people working. Today, actually, over 22 million entrepreneurs building their businesses. The vast majority of our partners are African organizations. They have told us that they are stronger and thriving. And we've learned, we're not just funding programs, we're nurturing leadership, dignity, and trust. So graduates, let your beginnings be shaped not just by what you know, but by what you discover along the way. Now we know that all beginnings aren't smooth. You'll face setbacks. You'll be told no. You'll be misunderstood. You may experience loss and heartbreak. I certainly did. But in those moments, you have a choice. You can shrink into yourselves, or you can find a way to begin again. Beginning again is never failure. It's resilience, it's renewal, it's wisdom in action. It's how we grow and keep growing. Now, I have to say something. You're not the only ones confronting a new beginning. After 18 years at the foundation, I've made a decision that it's time for me to also begin again. So this is my year to transition from this work at the foundation as president and CEO. And it's been such an incredible honor, a lifetime's work, to be able to build this organization and its impact. But the process of beginning and beginning again never really ends. So as I chart my own next chapter, I'm going to try to take my own advice, which I've shared with you. Begin boldly. begin together, and don't ever be afraid to begin again. Graduates, the world is waiting. Begin now. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much, Rita, for honoring our invitation. Thank you, Patrick, for your speech. I invite to the stage Adjoa Mafo and Achin Amisa of the class of 2025 to present a kente stole to the commencement speaker and a class gift to the president of Ashesi.
Good morning, everyone. It has been a great honor to have had Ms. Rita Roy, President and CEO of the MasterCard Foundation, as our commencement speaker today. Nearly a third of us graduating today were able to attend Ashesi thanks to the generosity of the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program. The brilliance and leadership of the scholars in this class were matched by this opportunity, and today we are all better off for it. In keeping with the spirit of giving back, the undergraduate class of 2025 and the graduate class of 2024 are making a collective gift of 25,000 towards Ghana cedis towards the Ashesi Scholarship Fund. This is a small beginning, but it carries the promise of our gratitude to Ashesi and all those who have supported our education. In keeping with commencement tradition at Ashesi, we would also like to name Ms. Roy an honorary member of Ashesi's undergraduate class of 2025 and graduate class of 2024. Thank you for serving as an example for us, and we hope we will all go on to serve as examples to others. Thank you.
Thank you. Presentation of scholarship, leadership, and citizenship awards. Dr. Patrick Ewa will do us the honors, but he will be assisted by the Dean of Students and Community Affairs, Dean Abdul Magdi. He will read the write-up for us. Thank you.
The Scholarship, Leadership, and Citizenship Award is given to graduates who have lived out Ashesi's core values during their time at the university. These awardees have contributed in outstanding ways to Ashesi's mission and have had strong impact on the Ashesi community. This is the highest award a student can receive at Ashesi and is presented by the president of the university. Our first awardee is well known on campus for many good things. She has an amazing work ethic, possesses a massive talent for math and science, and is a formidable builder of teams and technologies. To faculty, she is known for scoring A's. To her mates, she is known for trying to pull everyone to the top. A socially engaged scholar and engineer, she designed and implemented a program to support an under-resourced community secondary technical school. Working with the head of school, she identified teacher gaps, organized dozens of students as volunteer teachers, and raised funds to cover transportation to the school and back for these volunteers. When the volunteer teacher program ended, she did not. She organized a day of speed mentoring and fun academic activities to energize learners in the school. On campus, she was active with the Ashesi Engineering Students Association as programs lead and worked relentlessly with the Dean of Engineering and other students to help establish Ashesi student chapter of the most prominent professional organization for engineers, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, IEEE. This awardee is graduating with one of the highest honors today and has combined stellar academic performance with many innovative technical projects, such as a technology for transcribing audios in tree, a waste segregation technology, a mathematical model of Tanzania's population, a model for tracking and analyzing the effects of solar farms, and on and on and on. She's presently in the United States applying her ample intellect and tremendous work ethics as a consultant in the Applied Methods and Research Experience Program, AMRI, at the College of Worcester, for personifying the Ashesi ideals of scholarship, leadership, and citizenship, and displaying excellence in multiple fields. We present this award to a thinker and a doer, Francine Nana Afiba Ata. I understand the mom is here, so if she can come for the award. Thank you. Our second awardee has been consistent, courageous, compassionate contributor to our community and has applied herself to duties big and small from day one. As an intern for the European Union's Erasmus Plus program, she supported the piloting of a mental health intervention program for cancer patients in Kisumu, Kenya. She was involved in fundraising as well as design and execution of the program. She was an able interlocutor for the team of volunteers when they subsequently met in Dresden, Germany, to tease out lessons from the pilot. In her native northern Ghana, she supported 200 women in their partnership with the Atlanta office of body care business called Cantu Beauty. She facilitated on-site projects through stakeholder engagements, conducted needs assessment, and through clever use of new media, drove business growth to the benefit of both Cantu Beauty and its women share collectors. Right here on campus, she played a pivotal role in founding the Rotaract Club and served as its second president, leading it to become one of the most vibrant student organizations. A volunteer with Ashesi's advancement team, she assists with everything from campus tours to digital engagement and strategic fundraising efforts. This awardee is what the scholar Joseph Nye calls a bureaucratic entrepreneur. She is a keen observer who spots gaps and acts. She is a comfortable, gracious, and effective managing up as she is managing down. So whether the work at hand is leading her peers to design an automated banking transaction platform for thousands of cereal farmers, or persuading executives to host a Cambridge researcher, she gets the job done with excellence. A sophisticated combination of soft and hard skills that has earned her respect across campus and with Ashesi's numerous supporters and partners. For showing us what it means when grit meets grace, and for personifying the Ashesi ideals of scholarship, leadership, and citizenship, we present this award to Cynthia Anaba Akalpolbila. Thank you. Our final awardee is a global citizen with an unmistakably Africa-centered passion for constructive conversation and democratizing the technology miracles of the 21st century. A Melton Foundation Fellow in Year 1, he and his colleagues champion initiatives on campus like plastic waste control, water preservation, among many others. He represented Ashesi in Melton forums across the world. And when the world encountered him, they could not resist but ask for more. He was invited to join the Melton Global Board, representing his junior fellows across the world. This awardee has diligently served his fellow students in multiple ways as a peer tutor, career peer advisor, a peer coach. He shared his enormous talents with us all. He was host of the Ashesi podcast, where he hosted some of our most seasoned faculty about some of the most intriguing discussions on business and technology, helping break down seemingly esoteric concepts for a mass audience on campus and beyond. In his second year, he founded Chariots, an initiative to provide technology skills to young people in low-resource locations. In pursuit of this mission, he designed and tested a solar-powered, internet-enabled digital lab working with a team of over 30 volunteers. The Chariots venture further inspired One Village, a venture that facilitates sharing co-usage of resources within defined communities. Through One Village, members of communities like universities can rent clothing, gadgets, equipment, and other accessories for short-term use from each other. Piloted at University of California in Berkeley while he was on academic exchange, and the venture emerged as first prize winner and People's Choice Award winner for Berkeley's Collider Cup 15, released last year. It has not been entirely smooth sailing. He has had to overcome significant setbacks to get here. But like the modern gentleman he is, he sought help when needed and remained cool while pressing on. He's a linguist, a diplomat, technologist, entrepreneur, a wanderer across diverse geographical, social, and intellectual landscape. And for personifying the Ashesi ideals of scholarship, leadership, and citizenship, we present this award to Innocent Farai Chikwanda.
Congratulations to the recipients. It's now time to confer degrees on our graduates. I therefore invite the Provost of Ashesi, Professor Angela Owusu-Ansah, and the President of Ashesi, Dr. Patrick Ewua, to do us the honors. Thank you.
Yes, sorry. Okay. Will the graduating students from the undergraduate program at Ashesi University please rise? I, Professor Angela Owusu-Ansah, Provost of Ashesi University, present to you the graduates of the college standing before you and others who are unavoidably absent and for whom I stand proxy. These graduates have followed their approved programs of study over the stipulated period, passed the required examinations, fulfilled all necessary requirements, and have thus become eligible for the academic degrees to which their studies entitle them. I pray for conferment of the degrees due them.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Directors of Ashesi University and the Republic of Ghana, I, Patrick Ewua, President of Ashesi University, confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science and admit you all the rights and privileges of the degree. Accept my congratulations. Okay, you may be seated.
You may be seated. Will the graduating students from the graduate program of Ashesi University please rise? I, Professor Angela Owusu-Ansah, Provost of Ashesi University, present to you the graduates of the college standing before you and others who are unavoidably absent and for whom we stand proxy. These graduates have followed the approved programs of study over the stipulated period, passed the required examinations, fulfilled all necessary requirements, and have thus become eligible for the academic degrees to which their studies entitle them. I pray for conferment of the degrees due them.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Directors of Ashesi University and the Republic of Ghana, I, Patrick Ewua, President of Ashesi University, confer upon each of you the degree of Master of Science and Master of Philosophy and admit you to all the rights and privileges of the degree. Accept my congratulations. Okay, so now they're going to walk.
Yes, but I'm going to call the HODs one at a time to come with this, yeah? I'd like to invite the Head of Business Administration to the stage, Dr. Anthony Essel Anderson, to read the names of Business Administration graduates and invite them forward.
Fafa Afi Aglobi, cum laude. Samuel Wilson, cum laude. Karen Daisy, na Obiole Amo. Albert Salom Kofi Ofori. Mami Nyaniba Senyeja. Nana Achin Emisa. Nana Ekuya Jaba Dixon. Daniel Della Mensa Kwame Kwampa. Caleb Enam Makafi Banini. Michael Bright Jewu. Emmanuel Nanayao Osei Kesi. Nana Kofi Bafo Ewa Trematin. Etonam Jijom Yao Awe. Rhonda Johnson. Bernice MFA Esi Gasu. Belinda Jifa Esi Gasu. Nana Osei Safu. Mami Janwa Otridia. Mazuk Matiti Nasiruddin. Eugene Botie Techi Micah. Franklina Gifty Boama. Sanjivan Aluti. Reginald Kojo Owusu Asari. Kira Ajen Frimpong. Presla Nanaba Wood. Dana Nana Adwa Ejei Minta. Vanessa Nanaba Sakwaba Aqua. Yvette Christ Love Nana Na Ayikai Tete. Selassie AC Mensa cum laude. Cynthia Akalbok Bigla Anaba cum laude. Michael Boachi. Karen Araba Grant Summa cum laude. Vanessa Asuma cum laude. Aline Nurewanayo. Angwa Cook Rick Arik. Laurel Na Atwe Lai. Mansa Nyakwa Kobi Adwida. Nanama Niama. Barbara Efia Ankun cum laude. Ya Sewa Amwa Asumedu. Ido Edu Jemfi. Jesse Abba Nelson. Christabel Akana Akani. Nanaya Echa Asamoah. Alex Kazi. Stewart Hammond. Sullivan Junior Schroeder. Joel Ni Ejei Laye Monu. Pa Kwesi Ofori Voitagbe cum laude. Anne Mansil Kunta Bukari cum laude. David Oluwa Damilola Babafemi Summa cum laude. Bright Kofi. Solomon Mati. Benedicta Na Ayoko Lomo Summa cum laude. Yoni Ayiboy Lamte. Christian Na Fiegbo. Elom Kweku Agama. Kevin Osei Ajiman Prempe. Julius Yao Nyadro cum laude. Elizabeth Abena Danswa Oredu Owusu. Cinderella Di Zendani Kudamo. Mother Teresa Afelik. Hilary Aram Ayomi. Benaya Della Sanaki. Kwabena Dramina Chuneboa. Prince Owahini Echampon Amakun. Richmond Ayikwe Kwe. Celestine Ayatarege Awankwa. Erica Elikem Ekua Buabin. Noella Niyegena. Stacy Nana Ejiba Agri. Nana Mra Intem Brefo. Carmen Oyinda Mula Alex Dudu Yemi. Alison Awuku. Mami Ya Amwa. Na Obosi Square. Ewenam Golo. Yvonne Adwa Ejakuma Boatin, magna cum laude. Nanama Boatima Okra. Mami Adwa Anisiwa Abankwa. Nusaibatu Abdullahi. Lois Na Adule Ado. Lovely Rhoda Mugalu. Jigo Ni Note Oku. Alberta Tete. Jessica Sewenam Digbo. Kezia Adede Okansi. Victor Owusu. Adum Bechi Achamfo. Kathleen Weje Amao. Regina Akpafo Cum Laude. Deborah Efua Krantima Benin. Judith Ya Ampoma Atifa. Edna Entry. Oduma Ekua Albert Viala. Aaron Kwejo Boatin Ejei. Esther Okikiola Iwa Ula. Ekua Chirewa Asumeni. That's all.
I would like to invite the Head of Department for Computer Science and Information Systems, Dr. Ayoko Kosa, to the stage to read the names of Computer Science and Management Information Systems graduates and invite them forward.
David Abekusa. Patience Nyonglema Sombang. Priscille Nkemeza Nzombi. Faisal Alidu. Emmanuel Sumahuru. Emmanuel Breru Eje. Kofi Nyantechi Owusu. Jacqueline Empire. Fatumata Wage. Patricia Oklete. Josephine Koko Offo. Ako Ayo Oku, magna cum laude. Chelsea Mamiabna Pokua Owusu, magna cum laude. Mushi Miyemungo Oliver Nshimiyimana. Janet Elom Ashibwe, sorry. Angela Yakare Benning. Esther Mawina Gasu. Papayao Reku Buambong. Magna cum laude. Daryl Lord Abwaji King. Hutton Ni Tete Antiye Amison Adi. Princess Ayomide Asiru Balogun. Alvin Niama Brock. Elikim Komla Bansa. John Anthony Adenu Mensa, cum laude. Tendai Terence Machaya, cum laude. Candice Tariro Hunzui. Nicholas Tafadra Musaka. Tinotenda Chagaka. Evans Kumi. Eileen Blessing Mbong Kabi, magna cum laude. Joseph Nate Late. Kwabena Kutin Sanwu. Henry Baden. Clifford Nti Nkansa. Jesse Ni Ajay Kofi Ajete. Kwadwo Wusuansa. Afif Ibrahim Kwame Cheretre Jawari. Sorry about that. Palal Asari, magna cum laude. Victor Kao Quagrain. Emmanuel Ni Aikwe Eli Okain. Tiffany Abui Degoche, magna cum laude. Kwame Frimpong Efruye Boabeng. Ayo Mauto Balima, sorry. Kelvin Yani. Yani Owusu Asare. Samuel Papa Oreku Dateba. Eric Afari Dwamena. Emmanuel Ejay. Ohima Ama Ampoma Boache. Julian Akwele Makadi. Julia Akwoko Makadi. Cum laude. Martha Ekia Owusu Ajiman. Hilary Achia Ose Okra. Glenn Bartels Odum. Eddie Kubwi Mana, cum laude. Daniel Birigro, cum laude. Godhold Nana Kwame Alomenu. Kwame Nkwa Tewia. Kajitang Songwei. Hannah Nanzo Pomambu, cum laude. Leslie Lucy Konlak Nanga. Frida Marie Ifua Ayiseme Beecham, magna cum laude. Charles Opoku Amankwa. Elikem Asudo Chachu Gail Zoyiku, magna cum laude. Pascal Okoli. Arnold Niama Kofi Aikwe. David Della Nuopo. Sean Andrew Kofi Sam. Essay David George. Delali Kwesi Kumi Nsia Asari. Anne Achieng Alwala, magna cum laude. Barbara Marie Daw. Sedem Kofi Amediku, cum laude. Malcolm Clotte, cum laude. Nana Kofi Kum Nshrajan. Konama Shulamite Date. Charlene Esi Fafali Dwametu. Faith Rovina Ngala. Innocent Ferai Chikwanda, magna cum laude. Will the graduates of the Management Information Systems program please step forward? Ama Anobia Ofe Labi. Faith Mwinum Inusa. Nalami Oko Boy. Cum laude. Janet Nalamle Boy. Akosia Deda Asanti. Elizabeth Efa Ajiman. Kwabena Ayirebi Ahinkora. Justice Cor Quagrain. David Pakwesi Amakwa. John Edem Anatri. Godwin Maunyo Kobla Beve. Joel Sakite Koji. Nikita Roy Tassiame. Ama Chuma Asare. Chumwa Asare. Sorry. Doreen Sitofe Bogo. Iradra Akwaba and Shira Wilson. Beryl Mina Adi Bampo Ado. Pakwesi Atobra. Gilchrist Sedem Dagbe. Gideon Mafo Boache. Kojo Opoku Dako. Jason Elvis Nibwe Dugogo. Elton Fafali Gamo. Jeffrey Churchill Ade. Beryl Na Afole Ajabing. Faith Chubi Labija, cum laude. Jim Clifford Victor Edward. Miriam Nayeye Apia. Nicole Ineza. Regina Letty. Sorry, Regina Letty. Mabel Trewa Osu. Sandra Ya Adobia Achia Obesebia. Miriam Wahab. Nana Ajua Ayu Elegba. Abigail Chumwa Nyako. Lois Darlene Nakoshi Mills. Joanna Abamensa. Favor Chiameri Madubuko, cum laude. Thierry Steve Chio Sekale, magna cum laude. Beryl Irama Ayao Koram, cum laude. Irama Boating Yeboah, cum laude. Baba Orleans Boham, magna cum laude. Eunice Akomia. Doran Uyi Pela, sorry. Duran Uyi Pela, apologies, Doran. Asamawu Ibrahim. Godwin Abugatwin Abo Bila. Godfred Kogane.
Obed Papo Alote Babington. Isabel Prempe Eray. Irabena Kaki Opare Ansa. Valerie Mame Abena Akon, magna cum laude. Kwame Manu Adu Wilson. Nana Ajo Dankwa Kwabena Jan. Anton Yao Teti Brightson. Emmanuel Christine Ajo. Nigel Takunda Kudonzo. Alvin Kuku Harrison Indom. Aaron Josiah Ni Tobor Obadai. Ben Charles Abdul. Alice Ayobi Asiedu. Maxwell Bosia Achue. Abdul Rahman Abubakar. Urama Achue Sam, cum laude. Dave Liori Dombo, summa cum laude. Daniel Toninchuk, summa cum laude. I think electrical. So next is the electrical engineering group. Nana Kwabena Ofosu. Michael Foley Koptisin. Michaela Naimedor Ase Jamera. Linda Simjue Gurindo. Adim Mohammed Adim Saad Ajun. Matilda Apijine Abana. Erica Aye Amoa Ata. Ajua Ajay Mafo. Isaac Kwame Akwaba, magna cum laude. Emmanuel Apidu Mensa Jr., magna cum laude. Gabriel Domonige Na, magna cum laude. Peinin Kwaku Boateng Ohene Asiem. Krakra Boateng Ohene Asinium. Charles Kofi Miaho Ode Asare. Michael Ado. Jairus Nemshimwe. Christy Amake Amatai. Abdul Monim Salia. Herbert Anno Morrison Jr. Bridget Nana Benny Kofi, summa cum laude. Mechanical engineering. Aileen Toyisabe. Habiba Idisu Jinguna. Martha Chatevetsky, cum laude. Delise Iniza. Umahosa Afosin. Mansura Mahabub Lawa. Hawa Musa Opta. Joel Nana Sakum Hazel. Kelvin Mamadou Obadiah. Isaac Nana Benin Arthur. Marvelous Chafura. Charlton Bandaza, summa cum laude. Leroy Takuza Magora. Collins Ochie Wanga. Greta Imbena Nadina. Jelsine Mapap Kena. Eko Inshiraba Achui, magna cum laude. Papa Kwesi Jr. Thompson, magna cum laude. Thomas William Quachue, sorry. Carlton Eben Intokwa. Emmanuel Kwa Jan. Mechatronics Engineering. Francine Arthur, summa cum laude. Majorine Mame Animache. Adjoa Sarah Ose Akoto. Ronel William Armatifero. Emmanuel Inshura Fredwa Ajiman.
Names of the students graduating out of the joint Ashesi ETH Zurich Mechatronics Master's Program, and to invite them forward. I'd also like to invite the Professor Edo to the stage. He's representing ETH Zurich to join us in helping us to award the graduates.
Timothy Asare. Isi Udawa Kobla, distinction. Christian Frimpoma Ajimamprempe. Miyang Limnui Miki, distinction. Oluwa Muriwa Precious Odekunle. Eliza Acha. David Edem Duamepo. Solomon Hassan. Bernard Osei Adomako. William Kwesi Ekufu. Samuel Kamunyu Karuru. Paulo Camili Shayo. Gordon Jr. Adodi. Ernest Tuchuku Samuel. Abigail Uwusu Achampong. Theophilus Achampong Rekun, distinction.
All right, so that's what you're all here for. So I would like to ask the undergraduate class to stand. All right, and so now you may move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. Now you're officially alumni of Ashesi. Okay, please be seated. So I would like the master's students, please to stand, the graduates. And now is your special moment. You may now put on your master's hoods. It goes behind you. There you go. Congratulations, and for this incredible achievement, and it's good to see the new master's gowns for Ashesi University as well. Congrats.
Thank you, Patrick and Professor Angela. I now invite the president of the Ashesi Alumni Council, being represented today by Samuel Lamy of the class of 2015, to induct students into the alumni fraternity. He will be assisted by another representative of the class of 2015 who will make a gift to Ashesi.
Observing all existing protocol, good morning, everyone. I'm Portia Honu. I'm here with Samuel Lamy. We are members of the Ashesi class of 2015. Exactly 10 years ago, our year group stepped onto this stage to receive our bachelor's degree as the 11th graduating class of Ashesi. The excitement was palpable, and we were worried, we were wondering, what does the world hold for us? We had been eagerly awaiting graduation since October 2011, but by the end of the ceremony, we just wanted to pause for a moment and take it all in. The friendships, the memories, the triumphs from our 4-year journey on this campus. I personally wanted to stay in the bubble of the fresh Brekusu air. I didn't want to go anywhere. Time has flown by so fast. 10 years later, we are confident that we came, we saw, and we've outdone ourselves. Although we've lost 3 of our flames along the way, Kenneth Na, Judah Lafiakin, and Kevin Bamfo, we are still igniting a future full of possibilities. In the last decade, Betemeni Siako has leveraged technology to combat Ebola outbreaks. Meanwhile, we have Amanda Ofosu-Siao and Adrena Baden, and they focus their attention on early years education to give the best foundation to an army of confident, brilliant toddlers. Joseph Otu has logged over 2,500 flight hours in the cockpit, and Joseph Nti has created a slew of shows, including the award-winning Sincerely Accra. The list goes on. We are determined to bend steadily and spark more embers, and we wish the same for you, graduating class of 2025. As you step into the world, let us know how we can share our lessons and experiences with you as we've been doing over the past couple of weeks. Just like Adra and Ashin did today, I stood here 10 years ago to present a class gift on behalf of my graduating class. It was an amount of, listen to this, 1,250 cedis 10 years ago. I still remember the words I said 10 years ago. I said, for all the things that Ashesi has taught us, all the lessons we've learned, and the dedication towards our success, it was a token we were presenting to say thank you. 10 years later, our class is still thankful to our alma mater's lessons. Noting that this week marks Ashesi's Global Giving Week and Commencement Weekend, the class of 2015, my class, wanted to back our thank you with some action. We are excited to announce that we are making a whooping gift of, drum roll, 103,000 Ghana cedis to Ashesi. I think we deserve a round of applause. Okay. This amount is in support of the future upgrades of the university's football pitch, a campus addition that was spearheaded by the student government president of my class, the class of 2015. So whether it's where Red Army wins the Ashesi Premier League, or where soulmates meet at campus events, we pray that it continues to meaningfully serve students here at Ashesi. Beyond our token, we encourage everyone to support Ashesi by making a gift on the Ashesi website. So to today's graduates, congratulations on this well-deserved achievement. Remember that any fire needs three things. It needs oxygen, it needs fuel, and it needs heat. You already have the pizzazz, the passion that newly minted Ashesi alumni carry. Let that be your fuel. The challenges you will face provide the heat. Lean into them. Use your grit, use your talents and brilliance fostered by Ashesi as your oxygen. We are proud of you, and we look forward to welcoming you to the alumni family. Thank you.
Well done, class of 2025. Get it up for yourselves, clap for yourselves. So welcome to the alumni community. Can you please rise for the pledge? Please repeat after me. As a graduate of Ashesi University, I acknowledge my responsibility to this community and the generations of students and alumni yet to come. In the spirit of scholarship, I will continue to pursue and share knowledge with the understanding that there's always more to learn. In the spirit of leadership, I will hold myself to Ashesi's code of ethics and integrity, always taking responsibility for my actions and asking others to hold themselves to the same. In the spirit of citizenship, I will actively contribute my work, wisdom, and the wealth to this community and others beyond it, sustaining the well-being of the Ashesi community. The continent it calls it home, and the world at large. Well done, class of 2025. Welcome to the Ashesi alumni community. Give it up to yourselves. Sorry. Please take your seats.
So I have two announcements to make. The first one is the engineering department has mounted an exhibition just around the King Engineering Building. That's on the green gate going to the Fab Lab. If you ask anybody, they will show you the place. Can you go there, pass by, see what the students have done, and then encourage them and also make inputs where necessary. Thank you for that. Then the second announcement is that we have in our midst the MP, that's the Member of Parliament for Ekwapim South constituency. She is Honorable Laurentia Jiwonu, and she is here representing the Minister for Education. Let's welcome her and thank her for coming. Thank you for coming. I now invite the Provost of Ashesi to dissolve this assembly.
Congratulations, class of 2025. By the powers vested in me as the Provost of Ashesi University, I do hereby bring to a close the formal commencement ceremony. Again, congratulations, class 2025.
have the appreciation match.